Aye. Okay, approved 6-0. Okay, I now would ask for a director, which is currently Carl Anderson.
I'll make the motion that Carl retains.
Okay, motion by Bobby,
Second.
second by Chad, all in favor? Aye. And last but not least, a controller, which is currently Sandy Hill.
I'll make the motion to leave Sandy Burgess.
Motion by Chad,
Second.
second by Theron, all in favor?
Aye.
Approved 6-0. Okay, has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from the November 12th meeting?
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes as read.
Okay, we have a motion by Chad to accept the minutes from the November 12th meeting, second by John.
Good job with the fight over that here.
That's right, yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approved. Director's report, good morning, Carl.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Marshall, we need to set a meeting. You got that on your table?
I have it, yeah, I got it.
Okay,
I'll read them off of it. It's okay.
okay.
On your report.
I've been working for quite some time here to get approval from the Hoosier National Forest to install electric at our dump site located on County Road 775 West or out by Shirley Creek Horse Camp as a reference to some of you that might not know where it's at. As I mentioned in the past, there's never been electric at this site before. We do have all the permits issued, all the permits are signed, all the fees have been paid. Fees were paid by the utility, which is Orange County RMC. So now it's time to try to move forward with this project. I do have a quote from Rumpke to change the gas-powered compactor over to electric. This is outside of our current contract, so that there is a fee to do this. So we're going to be running single-phase power down, primary power down to this compactor. Their normal compactors take three-phase power, so there is a charge for this power converter to take it from three-phase to single-phase. That we can pay a one-time fee of $17,415, or we can stretch it out in monthly payments, which is $268 a month for 5 years. Richard and I were talking yesterday, and you do the math on that, you're actually come out cheaper doing the monthly payments, which would be my recommendation to the board if they seem fit to go move forward with this. I do have a price from REMC for the primary power. That's $13,261. For the overhead electric that'll run along County Road 70 or from 740 north along 775 west for 1,550 feet. At which time, at the corner of private property, it goes underground on Hoosier National Forest for 600 more feet to the dump site. There will be several other costs incurred with this. We have some tree trimming costs. There's a contractor dig cost. There is a road bore that'll have to happen. So I've got a grand total, and I have put a little bit in there for incidentals, but that would be $28,000. Like I said, there's a little bit of $2,000 or $3,000 for any incidentals that may happen. So I would like to get board approval for the not to exceed $28,000, and also to accept the $268 per month to get the electric primary ran down to the site.
Carl, what about the stipulation that we discussed yesterday?
Yeah, let's see, I thought I put that in there.
It was gonna be that any damages to the existing equipment would be the responsibility of Rumpke
That's correct.
and not the county. So with that stipulation, once we receive the contract.
What, any discussion from the board?
You said it's private property along this line?
Yeah, and I don't, can I name the private property? Is that
Probably,
okay?
have you been granted access? We need to get something in writing from them, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Also,
All right, Venture.
what happens if they hook up now? In the future, can they hook up with no charge to them other than just?
Yeah, I'm sure if they were to put something down there that
We couldn't recover any of our costs for putting it down there.
I wouldn't think that he would be agreeable for this if we put that stipulation on there.
Everything will be aerial except at 600 feet, correct?
The 600 feet is located on the Hoosier National Forest ground.
So that was
So-
on the Hoosier National.
Everything else over private property is aerial.
Would it be a standalone, this is new in addition to the main contract we have. This would be standalone, like if there was an escalator on the old contract, that wouldn't apply to the new contract, would it?
No, it should not. I mean,
No.
it's not worded that way. It just says
Never had you
to
look at it.
Yeah.
But
It's
could
a
it be tied
5-year,
to it in such a way that if we opted to go away from them,
Yeah.
that we
It's
would
5-year
also, that
term.
would also cancel that contract?
no, it's 5-year term is what this one is, so it's a little longer than your existing term, which expires in 2028, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's a little longer, it's gonna be a couple years longer, Richard. That's what I asked, if he wanted to try to get it to align with the timing of the current contract, but he thought they'd raise the price up just to, which I guess may be okay if you're gonna pay that anyway, if you want it to mirror the existing.
Are we talking about the Forest contract or Rumpke contract?
How about the
What
new
was that?
contract? Align it with the
What was
old
your
contract.
question?
Are we talking about the Forest contract or
Rumpke.
Rumpke?
Rumpke contract.
Yes,
The Rumpke goes up in 28, you said.
it's 2028, right, the one you showed me
We
yesterday,
signed it
yes.
in 23.
Yeah.
5 years would be
Yeah.
30.
So it
Be
doesn't,
31,
and then this
it'd
one
be
is,
5 years.
would be 5 years from whenever we signed the
Yeah.
contract for the lease.
Well, should there be some verbiage in there that says, should we go away from them, that this contract would terminate?
Yeah, we
We
can
would have to
request that.
continue with the monthly payment, I mean, we'd be
Yeah,
paying for
we can
that.
request that.
At that point in time, they would be taking all their equipment out of our county-owned dump sites.
But we still have that contract, consider if we don't have language in there to
Sure.
terminate it. I think that's what it is.
That way we could stop the contract on it if we decide to go elsewhere. Because if not, then we're
Yeah,
still paying.
we can request that in there as well.
So what if they come back and want to recover all those costs by the end of this current contract?
Yeah, that's up to solid waste, so.
I don't know, they're gonna retain the equipment. It's no value to us, but they're still gonna have their equipment and with the changeover. So I'm not sure that would be equitable to allow that to happen.
If you're ready, I'll make a motion to, approve it as laid out by Carl and Lynn.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion that we can proceed with the approval of council, with our legal counsel and the director, and then we have a second by Bobby.
Yep.
All in favor, or any more discussion?
Aye.
Aye? Okay, approved 6-0.
Now, could there be some negotiating allowed by the board? I hate to see, a very minute amount of money blow this whole thing up, because there's been a lot of work go into trying to get this done. So,
You mean in case it costs a little more
right, if they
or a little less?
well, if they won't hold to the $268 a month with and it be done, because they've got a figure, I think, that they want. So, I mean, I think that amount will go up on a shorter term.
So what you're wanting to see is if it's a 2-year,
I mean,
Pay it out.
if it doesn't come up to be any more than what the 268 times 60, which is 16,000 change, if it remains that amount, that they just pull it in to where it ends at the time that our current contract does, that will make the monthly payment go up, but we'll still be paying the same amount as what they have on their contract. I just don't want,
If it's agreeable, I would amend my motion. It's probably too late for that, but to Carl and Marshall and Lynn to make that decision.
Okay, you could rescind and then make a new one.
That's what I'm doing then.
Okay.
I'll second that.
but what you're asking there though is if they won't do it, but on the 2 years that
Yes.
it's left, pay the 16,000 out in the 2 years.
Yes, which is what he thinks they're gonna do.
Okay, so we have a new motion on the floor from John and second by Bobby. Is there any discussion? If not, I would ask, all in favor? Aye. Okay, it's approved 6-0.
So we'll get together and then we'll confer with Marshall, Carl,
Yes.
once you talk to them.
Sounds great.
So the next phase of this project, and this is a budgeted item, that this is the last building that we have not upgraded on our 6 dump sites. The other 5 have been upgraded. So at this point in time, I would like to just, while we're doing it, let's knock it all out and have the new building installed. And then, of course, the new electric service put in this new building. And like I said, that's already budgeted in for this year. So I'd like the board approval to go ahead and upgrade the building while we're.
And you've checked prices and so forth. Is it still through that barn place? Is that north of here? Is that where you've
Just
been
north
doing?
of- Yes,
Are you gonna do it the same way you done the last one?
yes. Yeah, I believe I'll just bring it to the highway department. I'll have the contractor finish the inside out. That worked really nice. Then they pick it back up. I think for $300, I'll pick it back up and deliver it to the site.
Do you have an approximate cost for the board to consider?
Yeah.
Or what's the budget amount?
In the budget, we've got like 30,000 in the budget for
Yeah.
all buildings.
The building's 3,900 and change is what the building cost. But then there's additional cost on that because if that comes bare bones, it's the outer shell finished and then you have to.
So what are we
run it.
thinking approximately for the board to approve today?
Well, I mean, it's already approved. It's in the budget.
Yeah, but we still have to have an amount.
Yeah. I think it was, I don't have that figure with me right now.
I mean, 5,000 then?
5,000. It's for the building said and done, it's going to be closer to 10, I think.
Okay. So,
I would do it at 10 and then make it.
Does Rumpke charge anything for moving the electric?
No.
okay, we got a motion by Chad for up to $10,000.
Up to 10, yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second
Second by Bobby. Any discussion?
How much is in the budget? Is it more than 10,000?
30.
30, yeah.
Okay.
We can get 3 of them. If no other discussion, I'd ask for all in favor?
it.
Aye. Okay, approved 6-0.
The only other thing I have is we're working on our date for the spring cleanup. We're looking at March 28th pretty hard, but it's not in stone yet. When we do have that decided, I'll get that out to the newspapers and radios for advertisement for our countywide cleanup in spring. We will be doing tires again. I have put in the application for the tire grant. The state's got, I think, $300,000 that they're looking to award.
Have we ever been reimbursed for the previous?
Yes, we got it in December, didn't we?
Finally.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it took a while, but yes, we did get it. We've had to change recycling vendors. I don't know what the issue was, but IDM was not in favor of us continuing with the vendor that we used for the disposal. So we have a new A&E tire recycling out of Indianapolis.
Does that change the cost?
No, they're pretty comparable. Yeah.
And do you, just really want, there's a lot of events going on, but at the end of March, we just make sure that doesn't,
Yeah, last year it was on the state.
I was gonna say that hurt Orleans, it was
Yeah.
way down with everybody up at, everybody
Yeah,
up
and then
there.
it was way up in the fall.
Yeah.
They made up for it.
Okay,
That's all I have.
everyone good with him scheduling spring cleanup and the cost? Okay.
Do we need a motion on
It doesn't hurt, you wanna make
that?
one?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Chad,
Carl, discretion.
second by Theron, all in favor? Aye. Approved 6-0.
Thank you. That's all I have this morning.
You spend enough money today. Thank you very much, Carl. All right, Madam Controller.
I was just gonna say that we did get the tire grant in December, finally got reimbursed for that, but then I do have the new dates for the 2026. This one today, January 21st, and then the next one will be May 27th, 2026, August the 19th, 2026, and November the 10th, 2026.
Do we want to have any discussion about date changes?
That's
I can
just
leave
previous
this up
to
in-
commissioner meeting.
I'm sorry?
Just previous to commissioner meeting.
Okay, yeah,
I'll make a
August.
motion those dates be adopted.
I've got everything worked out on that, so since I canceled the notice.
Okay, so we have a motion by John. Do I have a second? Second by Bobby. We'll mix it up here. Any discussion with the dates? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay, approved. 6-0. Okay, and you'll put the dates in the minutes?
They've all been advertised, they're advertised with the commission and they're advertised out here, so they're all with the commission meetings.
All right. Orange County Recycling, good morning.
Good morning. I don't have a whole lot to report you. Okay, go ahead, Mika.
I just wanted to let you all know that REMC gave us a Roundup grant for Friends of Recycling to do education in the schools, all 3 schools. And we're working in collaboration with Team OC. So the students, some of the kids who are in Team OC will be sharing how to recycle with their peers. And then in the summertime, we're gonna have a big contest on recycling in all 3 towns where kids can come and if they, for every 10 pounds of recycling they bring in, they get a prize of some little sort, and there'll be a big prize at the end of the summer.
Great.
Kind of be like the library reading program.
Yes.
Except this is recycling.
That's great.
We're really pleased to be working with Team OC and really thankful that REMC gave us the grant.
Good collaboration. Well, that's great news. Thank you.
Everything's going good though, we're just trucking along.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Good leadership. So we appreciate it. Anything else at all, Tom?
We'll just need to sign sometime.
I will do that. I guess
Just
you'll
keeping
have
them in line, so.
to- We need it.
Yeah.
Doing a fine job. All right, well, thank you. Secretary Law Office.
I have the interlocal agreement by and between the Orange County Solid Waste Board and the Board of Commissioners of Orange County to be approved by the Solid Waste Board today. We have period of time between January 1st, 2026 and December 31st, 2026. District shall pay Orange County $246,000 for the 12-month period, payable in installments of $20,500 per month, first payment due and payable on or before January 31st, 2026.
Any discussion, questions any board members have before we entertain approval of the contract? Or interlocal agreement?
By the amount of the stipend.
No, it stayed the same as last year.
Okay.
If not, I would ask a board's approval for me to sign.
The whole board signed.
Or the whole board, okay.
Yes, and
All right.
then go to commissioners.
All right, yep, I see it. So I would ask, entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Bobby, second by Richard. Okay, any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay, approved 6-0. We'll have to make sure we all sign
Yeah,
these.
just stay after. And then I also have, and then Marshall, this will just be for your signature as president. I have agreement between Orange County Solid Waste District and Friends of Recycling Incorporated, a 501c3 nonprofit, by its president, Thomas A. Bostic. And we have period of 1 year beginning February 1st, 2026, ending January 31st, 2027. Orange County Solid Waste District shall pay $3,500 per month to Friends of Recycling, Inc. to support recycling efforts in Orange County, Indiana. This was discussed at the prior solid waste
Agree to that.
meeting.
Okay. Motion by John, second by Farron. Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay, approved 6-0.
And then you'll attest it. Thank you. That's all I have today for solid waste.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other business to be brought from any board members? Okay, the last thing I would have is we need to approve claims 2566 through 2585 through Springside Bank and Trust. Motion by Farron,
Second.
second by Bobby. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Just motion to approve and we are adjourned.
You need to make a motion for that?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, Bobby, second.
Who seconded?
Has
Well,
there
our
been-
director's got.
Well,
Seconded.
I just need to know, has the stipend for the part-time people that don't site, is that in place? Or is that gonna have to be an additional?
For the solid waste.
Yes.
We didn't really talk about that for solid
Do we
waste.
need to approve that?
Yeah.
Before we adjourn?
Yeah,
Go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Okay, we need to we need to approve the stipend.
I'll rescind my motion of adjournment.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yes.
Chad's gonna make a motion on the stipend.
Motion about the
Bobby's gonna
stipend
second
they give
that.
The part-time.
Part-time. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved 6-0.
I'll make a motion for adjournment.
Thank you. Bobby's made a motion to adjourn. Second,
Thanks, Carl.
Aaron, we are adjourned. Make sure you all sign this before you leave, board members.